Hello everybody. Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today I wanted to do a live stream for all my viewers who are outside the US. This might be a better time for you, and I wanted to make sure that I catered to your time zone as well. So we're going to be talking about some cryptocurrency news that we saw here, and we actually got some pretty big news over here. So we're going to be talking about this in just a second, but on top of the news, we have cryptos which are actually holding up quite well, considering that right now in the pre-market, the stock market is absolutely crashing. Okay, and if you enjoy these live streams at this time, so more catered towards maybe the European, Asian, or basically any audience outside the US, please support the live stream, because I'm supporting doing this at a time that's convenient for all of you. So hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I also want to see your comments and know where all of you are from, so let me know which country you're from in the comments down below. Now, in terms of what's happening right now with stocks, it's not looking pretty. Okay, we're in the pre-market, so the market hasn't opened yet, but right now we are deep in the red, well over down 1%, especially on the Nasdaq. Okay, what's interesting is cryptos are not following the drop as much. Now, I can't speak too soon, because it's possible that in a few hours this is going to be deep red as well. Okay, that's typically what happens because cryptos and stocks tend to be very correlated. However, funny enough, right now, as you can see in the last hour and even the last 24 hours, we're holding up better than stocks. Okay, so this is breaking a pattern that we've seen in the last few days, and we got to keep an eye on this because this could actually be bullish for crypto. Now, like I said, we can't speak too soon because maybe we're heading into an even bigger drop, but we need to see what happens. Okay, because right now we're still holding up quite well. We're going to talk about the charts. In fact, right now Bitcoin actually went up a little bit here on this candle, and also we're almost at the end of the month, which means that we're going to be putting in a very important candlestick. Okay, the candlestick that we're going to be putting in is the 1 month candlestick. These are very, very big longer term candlesticks, and excuse the messy chart, but basically we want to hold above support on this candle. Okay, so preferably we'd probably want to be closer to above 19,700, probably 19,800, and of course it would be even better to be above $20,000 by the closing of this candle. However, right now, of course, unfortunate timing, it might be purposeful, who knows, but stocks are not handling this well. Okay, they're looking like they're going to have a very bad end to the monthly candle. However, I think this could be a fake out. Okay, the reason for that is because if we go ahead and look at the actual crypto side of things, they're not showing that same panic and fear. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe by the time this opens, or later in the day or later in the week, these will actually become greener, and we're getting the hint from crypto that this might not be that much of a concern right now. Maybe it's more a stock market based thing, but cryptos are actually defying this move. Okay, on top of that, one of the reasons for this might be the great news that we had. First off, this is one of the biggest news I've ever seen in crypto, and I don't know why more people are talking about it. Maybe they're just not realizing the scale of this. Okay, but this is hugely bullish for crypto. What is this exactly? Swift partners. So Swift is this international payment basically gateway, partners with Chainlink for cross-chain crypto transfer project. Okay, now I think this might be why crypto is pumping so much. Okay, I think this could literally be the news, because anybody who realizes the scale of this is absolutely aware of what this means for crypto. This could change crypto in the global playing field entirely. Okay, this is also kind of government saying we're slowly backing crypto. That's the message that I'm getting for this. They're talking about CBDCs, etc. So we'll see what comes about this. But pretty much every major payment system is integrated with Swift. Okay. We also see BitMEX's CEO saying institutional appetite continues to grow amid bear market. What does that mean? That means people like major investors, major institutions want to buy Ethereum, especially now that it's, so to say, ESG compliant. And that's the information that we're getting from the CEO of BitMEX. Okay, so this could mean that you know, while everybody, or at least all the retail investors are not paying attention to what's going on in crypto, big institutions are loading the bag at these cheap ETH prices. Probably the same for Bitcoin. Okay, I made a whole video today talking specifically about Ethereum and how undervalued it was, and how we're probably going to be reaching above, you know, above $15,000 on Ethereum. Okay, and I think the big institutions already know that, and they're probably buying this dip as we speak. Okay, if it goes lower, they're probably going to buy that up as well. Okay, they have the iron hands to hold through different time frames. Now you can see here this little quote: I think that the institutions are making themselves ready now to provide the services, and retail will come back and push it up again. That's basically exactly what I just told you. The institutions are getting in now because they know once the hype comes back in, the retail investors will kick this up to crazy prices, buy at crazy prices, and then they're going to sell and dump it on retail investors. Okay, so Ethereum is the ideal protocol to build stuff on. Completely agree with that. Probably the best network for that. And we can also see here through this article, Bitcoin price skirts 19.3K amid fear over mother of all rug pulls. Okay, volatility has yet to make an appearance on hourly time frame as the clock ticks down to the September close. So right now as we speak, surprisingly, I'm going to say Bitcoin is actually holding you know, its price pretty well. Okay, and like I said, I don't want to speak too soon just because we're seeing extreme volatility in red in the futures market, but we need to wonder, why is crypto holding up when in the last days, anytime stocks dumped, crypto went falling with it, and now it's different. Okay, in fact, let me show you this super interesting chart. And by the way, if you enjoy this video, I want you to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications to never miss the best crypto live streams on YouTube. Also, I'm doing this live stream at a time that is convenient for people outside the US, Europe, etc. So I want to know in the comments below, where are you from? Let us know. I'd be really happy to hear that from all of you. And I wanted to show you this over here, this heat map. Okay, this shows you the coins that have been performing well, and also the coins that have been performing bad in the last hour, 7 days, etc., etc. Okay, so here we can see that if we go to the daily time frame, right, pretty green across the board. If we move over to the last 7 days, we're going to see that Ethereum has actually been outperforming Bitcoin a little bit, but Bitcoin doing very well, and overall altcoins performing even better. Okay, if we look in the last month, this will give you maybe a reason to not panic too much. Okay, Bitcoin itself is only down less than 5% over the past month. By the way, Bitcoin dominance is starting to go up more and more, which I said would happen. Okay, that's why I want you to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications to never miss this type of valuable content. We see our outperformers such as XRP, Quant, and Link being the strongest performers in the last month. Okay, I always kept you updated while that was happening as well. And by the way, if you want to stay more updated, check out my Twitter, link in the description, and also make sure to follow me on TikTok that I just started recently. You can also find a link in the description of this video. And by the way, as we dig into the charts and I talk about all these patterns, okay, things like the wedge pattern, triangle formations, etc., if you're not aware of any of this, don't hesitate to take a look at my technical analysis master course. I'm not trying to shill this, but seriously, you're missing out on you know, something that's less than $20, comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, risk-free, and has great ratings from over 240 real students. Okay, these are people that came just like you from the channel. So if you're interested in checking that out and checking out these 15 video lessons, link in the description below. Now, going back to the chart here for Bitcoin, right? Being stable is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, we might trade a little bit longer in this range, up until maybe mid-October, so mid next month. And by the way, as per the title of this video, okay, some of you might have noticed, the title of this video is almost a little bit of a troll in a way, okay? And what do I mean by that? Well, simply, when will, you know, Bitcoin and ETH skyrocket? The short answer is whenever they break out of the downtrend. So for Bitcoin, that's this purple line. And more importantly, probably after Bitcoin goes back above 22 to 24K, okay? After that, we have a good chance of really skyrocketing. So that's the actual, you know, true answer. But if I had to put a guess on it, I would say sooner rather than later. And yes, maybe we're going to see a huge drop before that happens. But as we're seeing, you know, stocks reach new lows and also cryptos having hit super low levels, especially for altcoins, which is why they actually outperformed in the last month, okay, or at least the last 7 days, is because we're reaching prices that are simply too low, okay? Prices that are too low to actually sustain. Why? Because institutions are buying up these prices, okay? If retail investors are not buying at these great, discounted prices, well, guess what? Institutional investors will, okay? So that's why I'm saying right now is probably not the time to be running away from the crypto market, but actually to be dollar cost averaging, okay? And please remember, that's not financial advice. That's just my own personal opinion. If you're enjoying what I'm saying, if you're enjoying the content in this live stream, the best crypto insights on YouTube, please support the channel with a big thumbs up. And also, if you want to support the channel even more, consider dropping a super chat donation to support the live streams, as this is my full-time job. Now, I also want to let you all know that I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you think that we're going to see, these cryptos skyrocket soon? Or do you think we're going to see a lot more downside before that happens? I want to know your insights. We're a community here. We like to hear from all of you. So let us know in the comments down below. Don't be shy. I read all the comments, okay? Whether it's a super chat or not. Of course, super chats are greatly appreciated. But I also wanted to ask all of you, since I'm doing this live stream on a time that's convenient for people outside the US, where are you located? Let us know in the comments down below. It'll be super fun to hear where everybody's from. Now, let's see. There's a couple other bits of interesting news here that's worth mentioning. We have this little recap here, first mover Asia, where right now, right when the Asian markets are trading, crypto is actually holding up for once. Typically, it tends to dump a bit, and here it's holding up, okay? And mind you, this is when stocks are doing absolutely horrible, okay? Asian markets are kind of flat, but the US stock market futures are absolutely disgusting right now. And you can see here the title, Bitcoin holds strong over 19K. Why is the dollar dominating? Okay, so you can see here, the largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization has weathered severe macroeconomic uncertainty in recent weeks to maintain its current threshold. So we now saw 2 articles that basically were telling us, guess what? Bitcoin is actually holding up better than people think. And you can see right here, it's resilient. Okay, Bitcoin is quite resilient despite everything that happened. Yes, it's been volatile, but actually, if we look at the prices here compared to some of the other things, Bitcoin is actually kind of outperforming again. Okay, we'll also see here another bit of almost, government news, kind of like what we saw here with Swift. Mind you, Google is also integrated with Chainlink. But what I wanted to say here is, you don't really see necessarily often the, US government people kind of not promoting Bitcoin, but even saying too many positive things about it. Yet we see here, out of nowhere, later in yesterday, Bitcoin could double in price under CFTC regulation, Chairman Benem says, okay? So that's a pretty big call, coming from the CFTC chairman, who's saying it could double in price, okay? I mean, what is this? Is he trying to pump Bitcoin? So we just got our first comment here, which I love seeing your comments. So thank you so much. We have Siddiqui Asif from Canada. Welcome to the live stream, and all the other viewers, don't be shy. Leave a comment like him so we all know where you're from. Welcome, Siddiqui, and let us know, are you a subscriber or not? Did you randomly find this live stream? Hopefully, if you did, you'll subscribe, but I'd be interested to hear if you were already a subscriber before as well. Since I don't usually stream at this time, I haven't seen your name before, and that's why I'm asking all of you to leave your comments down below, okay? Because I'm doing this live stream for you at a time that's convenient for people outside the US. Now, talking about this article, CFTC chairman argued on Wednesday that non-bank institutions, including crypto exchanges, thrive in conditions of regulatory certainty, okay? So maybe this is kind of biased, right? But he said right here, growth might occur if we have well-regulated space. Bitcoin might double in price if there's a CFTC regulated market. Now, whether you agree with this or not, in the short term, right, it's looking like it ain't a bad thing that he said that about Bitcoin, okay? Awesome. We have Danny Kai from Dubai. Let me know as well if you're subscribed. Siddiqui is subscribed, so let me know if you're subscribed as well. That's awesome to have people from around the world, and hopefully you appreciate me doing this live stream at a good time for you. So smash that like button, please. And And also let me know for how long all of you have been subscribed. That'd be awesome to know. Once again, if you want live cryptocurrency market updates, follow me on Twitter, okay? Now, looking at the chart of Bitcoin, like I said, right now, I don't want to make any major calls on what might happen, just because with the stock market dropping so much, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few hours or if in the next day or two, we lose the support below 17,600. And guess what? You probably already know where we're heading next. It's not going to be pretty, but I'll mention it for people who don't know. We're going to be heading down to our next support level, which is all the way down to a little bit below $14,000, okay? So that might be shocking to some, but if you were paying attention to my live streams, you already know that we barely have any support after we drop below 17,600, and we could be reaching this $14,000 level. Still, even if this happens, okay, because I'm not here to spread FUD, but even if this happens, guess what? I still think cryptos are going to pump sooner rather than later, just because how long can these prices stay so low? Not that long, in my personal opinion, okay? Keep in mind, that's not financial advice. That's just my own personal opinion. Also, potentially something that's kind of bullish here. We have a bullish divergence on the RSI. So this is going against the price. The price is pretty flat here in this little range. Guess what? We have a massively strong uptrend going on the RSI. This is known as a technical analysis bullish divergence pattern, and this is a big deal, okay? You don't see this happen that often on Bitcoin. This is on the daily time frame, and it's a very clear one. So once again, if you don't know what a bullish divergence is, it's very bullish, right? It means that we could actually see a surprise break. But if you want to learn more about it, that's why I made this technical analysis master course, okay? The ultimate guide to technical analysis, over 15 video lessons talking about all of this good stuff. And it's less than $20 and comes with a full 30-day money back guarantee. So you can try it risk-free. And if you're not happy, well, you'll get your money back within 30 days. So nothing to worry about, and definitely worth trying in my opinion. Link to that in the description of this video. But surprisingly, like I say, we're holding here, okay? Even though things are looking kind of sketchy, we have to wonder, why are we holding and why do we have this bullish divergence, okay? That means, yes, maybe we're going to drop a little bit lower here down to 18,000, but then we could just get the breakout above the downtrend line. And as soon as we get back above 22, probably 23, 24K, if you want to be safe, we're going to start flying, folks. I mean, we still have this price target for a short-term bounce up to 28K for Bitcoin, okay? Now, if I move over to Ethereum, which right now, okay, is actually performing quite well also, right in line with Bitcoin, actually a little bit higher in the last 7 days, we can go ahead and take a look at the price chart. And by the way, thank you so much for all your comments here. That's what I want to see. We have Danny K saying, I follow you since 2017. Wow, welcome back, Danny, I guess, to the channel. And that's awesome that you've been a subscriber for so long. That's why I'm telling everybody to not miss out on this and subscribe to this freaking channel, because this is the best channel on YouTube for crypto, okay? And yes, I've been around since 2017, as Danny is saying. That's when he followed me. And guess when that was, folks? That was literally before the first massive crypto bull run, okay? That's how long I've been in this space, and that kind of hopefully shows you my experience in this space as well. Now, for Ethereum, we have a couple different things going on. First off, we don't have the bullish divergence that I talked about. Why is that? Because in fact, Ethereum has been performing stronger than Bitcoin, okay? So we have basically, you know, this uptrend. Now on the price, it's a little bit sketchy, because if you draw it very strictly, you could say we lost that trend. If you want to put in these two little levels here, you could say we're still holding it. The bottom line is, like I've talked about many times in these live streams, we have a huge support at $1,250, okay? That's the equivalent of Bitcoin 17,600. If we go below this level, it's going to be disastrous for ETH, okay? We're probably going to shoot down to $1,000 very quickly, and if we lose that, well, the next stop is about $361 at worst, okay? So it could get ugly after that, but for now we're still above that level. We're going to hope that we do stay above it, okay? That's why I'm making these live streams. That's why I'm keeping you all updated on this, because I don't want to leave you, you know, blind going into this, okay? And hopefully you appreciate that, and you can support through super chats or liking this live stream. And once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my own personal experience since 2017 that I'm sharing with you here for free. Now, in terms of this, okay, I told you all be very careful about what happens with stock, because this could, okay, and for the last week, 2 weeks, it's literally been doing it to a T, but it could influence crypto, okay? Today, that's not the case, which is a good thing, because for the last few days, as soon as we were getting any type of downside price action in stocks, we were absolutely collapsing in crypto. Now that's not the case, which makes me think either stocks are going to bounce or crypto is going to hold up better than most think. Potentially, going back to Bitcoin real quick, holding in that little wedge formation, that little triangle that we're talking about, this one right here, and then potentially breaking to the upside of that. Okay, that's what we might be looking at here. Now, let's talk about ETH real quick. Let's go ahead and pull up the chart again. You can see here, basically still have a bit of an uptrend, still a good amount of buying volume. We're quite close to our moving averages here, right? Price target of about $2,000 short term on ETH. And guess what? This is actually a more bullish formation than Bitcoin. Okay, like I said, it's actually holding its uptrend. It has a uptrend on the RSI, uptrend on the MACD, uptrend on the price. And guess what? Instead of that triangle or wedge, if you want to call it, being downward forming, okay, like Bitcoin, since Bitcoin has been weaker than Ethereum, guess what? This one, if it stays in the triangle, so it doesn't even have to go skyrocketing or anything, if it stays in this triangle due to the fact that it has a steady uptrend line supporting it, well, we're going to be moving slowly but surely higher. So even if we don't jump to $2,000 right away, we can take our time with this. As long as we don't lose the uptrend, as long as we don't go below $1,250, we're still in the clear to reach $2,000 and go above that, okay? Now, I do have to warn you, based on this triangle right here, it could last into May 2023, okay? I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying based on this technical triangle here, there would be a hint for that, okay? Yes, we might see a bigger drop before then, maybe not, but I'm giving you all the options possible to give you the best idea possible as well, okay? Getting back above $2,000 would be super key whenever that might happen, and getting above $2,500 would pretty much confirm the return of the bull market. Now, we have another comment here from Kostadin, regular viewer, so welcome. Subscribed since 2020, watching from Bulgaria. Good luck, buddy. Thank you so much for the support. And then we have Stressful Struggle saying, I'm bullish. Welcome to the channel. I haven't seen your comment before, so hopefully you become a regular viewer like all of our other followers here today. So thank you all for the support, everybody, and hopefully enjoying this analysis. Now, let me know if there's any specific coins you want to cover, because I wanted to cover one other coin here. That's going to be XRP, okay? And by the way, Solana has been holding up very well. So this is a coin that I'd keep an eye on, because if the crypto market starts pumping, it's probably going to make a very quick move to $40 and then $50, okay? There's a few coins like that that can really move fast, like Uniswap, and a few others, okay? So that's something that I did want to mention. Keep you aware on. And by the way, we've been talking a lot about quant, still holding pretty steady around $130 right now. So for XRP, which has been one of the stronger cryptos in the last month, okay? In fact, if we go back to my little heat map, which I absolutely love here, and we go to the 1 month time frame, don't you see an outperformer here? Yes, folks, that's XRP up 31% in the last month, while most cryptos, including ETH, fell quite substantially, okay? ETH was down around 15%, XRP up 30%. So you see how some of these smaller altcoins, not that XRP is small, but maybe a little bit smaller than the top two, are actually being bought up, okay? And that's not the only one. We have Luna, Link, Quant, and others that have outperformed, right? Medium to smaller altcoins have been heavily outperforming. That might continue to happen. Now, talking about XRP, right? Because I know there's a lot of XRP fans, so I wanted to cover it as well here. And I'll go ahead and pull up the chart. Right now, we got a full pullback to where I said we would, okay? So at this point, if it's ready to, which it might be, right? Buyers bought up this level quite a bit, around 41 cents. We could start heading higher, okay? But at this point, right? XRP got to move ahead of the market, and now it's probably going to wait for the rest of the market to catch up to it, okay? So it'll probably want to see Bitcoin and ETH start pumping in before XRP is going to get the next leg higher, which is what I just drew here. So don't be surprised to see consolidation between 40 cents and 50 cents, okay? Maybe a little bit higher. And, you know, we could go back as low as 36 cents. I don't necessarily see us going lower than that in the short to medium term, but I'm just mentioning it. You know, it is possible, right? Now, with that being said, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below if there's any coins you want me to take a look at. And make sure to leave a like and support this live stream. Also, don't forget to check out my TikTok if you like shorter videos. Link to that in the description. My Twitter as well. And of course, the Technical Analysis Master Course if you want to learn all these detailed patterns, okay, which you can see right here. Guess what? Technical analysis, charting, candlesticks, it's all talked about in the course, okay? Less than $20, 30-day money back guarantee, risk-free. And with that being said, I'll wait a minute or two for any other coins you want me to take analysis on. So go ahead, now is your time to leave the comments. We're seeing cryptos slightly drop, nothing too worrisome yet, but here we're starting to get a little bit of red in the last hour, okay? In fact, I don't know what happened with XRP here if my chart wasn't updated, but this just absolutely sunk. So I'm not sure if that's, let's see. That's kind of weird. So I'm not sure if CoinGecko is not updated properly, but regardless, okay. If I pull up Bitcoin here, we can keep an eye on it right here. Still holding up quite well, folks. And, you know, this is surprising me, to be honest. Now, I am quite bullish on crypto, but I'm just shocked to see this perform so well, even when the stock market futures are absolutely dumping, okay? Oil is dumping. Metals are dumping. And crypto is, you know, if it's not green, well, at least it's holding up as of right now, right? This is supposed to be the riskiest asset class out there, yet it's holding up more than stocks. Now, if that's not, you know, comedic, I don't know what is. Okay, so we have Siddiqui saying ADA. So I'll go ahead and cover ADA. Thank you so much for your comment and your support. Let's go ahead and cover ADA. Also, why not look at the ADA to BTC chart just for fun? It's actually holding up quite well compared to BTC. Wow, I'm surprised. Honestly, did not think it was going to be holding up as well as this. It's actually above the 200-day moving average. Yes, it's pulled back a bit, but it's holding alongside BTC. That's a very good sign for ADA as an altcoin, that it's managing to hold up against Bitcoin. And now, if we look at the USD chart, pulling this up right away, we can see that I talked about this a few weeks ago. We have an extremely tight range here for ADA, Cardano, and this could be a good thing. Now, we are not pumping. We have no real massively bullish formation going on the chart for Cardano. However, we're not necessarily bearish yet, okay? We're just in a very, very, you know, tight consolidation pattern, an indecisive pattern where we're waiting the next move to happen. One of the good things is we needed to close this little gap here. That's now been done, okay? Could we go a bit lower? Well, of course, it depends on what the rest of the market does. I could see a situation here, maybe in a peak fear scenario, like if we see 14K, maybe 10K Bitcoin, if we see $500 ETH, well, it looks like Cardano could make a move down to 20 cents if we get that peak bearish scenario. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I do have to warn you that we have this very tight range. That means if we break out, it's going to be a very strong breakout, okay? This could easily fly back to $1 plus if we break above this 55-cent level again. Or maybe more importantly, I should say, if we break above the 200-day moving average, currently at around 63 cents. So if we get a move above 65, 70 cents, that could really be a big deal for Cardano, okay? However, the downside is going to be equally as, you know, aggressive. So if we lose this support level right here, you know, if you want to be a little bit more conservative, you could say if we go back below 38 cents, well, at that point, I'm sorry to say, but yes, we could literally be going down to 20 cents. So you got to be careful here with a coin like this. If you believe in it long term, these prices, I'd say not bad to dollar cost average, but don't be surprised if we do end up seeing 20 cents, because we don't know if Bitcoin and ETH are going to manage to dodge, a bigger drop here. Now, look at this. The reason why I'm not as bearish as in my other live streams is because right now they're surprising us, okay? They're surprising us with quite a bit of strength. We just got a little pump here in the last hour. Let's go ahead and pull up the charts. And by the way, this is coming at a good time because we're seeing our monthly candle close for September, okay? So if we're able to close higher rather than lower, that could be a game changer for October, for next month, okay? So I can pull up the monthly time frame here, and you're seeing that the higher we go, it means we're staying above this 18K level, and that could mean getting that move above the downtrend line finally. And after that, I can only let you imagine what might happen. So if I were to make a bet here, and once again, this is not financial advice, but if I were to make a bet here, I'd say, listen up, this is probably the most important part of this live stream. I would say that Bitcoin, okay, and ETH and the rest of the crypto market are going to close the month in September decently well, okay? So maybe holding $19,000 for Bitcoin, for example, maybe even a little bit higher towards $20,000. And into October, we're going to start to see cryptos basically pump. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go up 300%, but I'm saying, for example, for Bitcoin, seeing a 20-30% move, maybe more, right? We talked about 28K being a target level. So 28K is for Bitcoin here about a 40% move. But I think we could also be heading towards some higher levels like 32K after that. So we might be, on the way there in October. For example, we go up to 28K, maybe even start testing 30K. And if that happens, if we manage to hold those levels, maybe even break a little bit above those, we could see an absolute bull run in December and January, okay? Which is why I titled this live stream in a bit of a troll way, which was, when will crypto skyrocket? Well, if you look at the charts and you know what's happening fundamentally with institutions buying, etc., I'd say sooner rather than later. And all that needs to happen is just to get back above the 200-day moving average for these cryptos, which we aren't that far off from that. In fact, for Bitcoin specifically, which has been flattening out, we're literally only at about a 20% move to that 200-day moving average, okay? And that'll be our second time trying to get above it. It'll probably hold that time around, okay? Now leave a like if you're excited for that. And let me know if you agree or not. We love to have discussions. We love the interaction. So I want to thank Siddiqui, Danny, Costadin, Stressful for all your comments. Thank you so much. If anybody else is watching, let us know in the comments down below where you're from. Now, we have Danny saying, I have a feeling we will see a copy of 2017 this year. Guess what? 2017, the peak of the market was in December. I still remember this like if it was yesterday. The peak of the market was literally in mid-December. We absolutely skyrocketed, right? I mean, we're talking about Bitcoin here. We're talking about a 2,500% move in just a few months. So yes, into the end of this year, early next year, we might really be seeing a crypto pump based on these little hints that we're getting. And once that becomes more obvious, I'll let you know. Like I said, I'm making these live streams pretty much daily here for your benefit. And looking at that, folks, in the last 24 hours, we're right now, actually, as we speak, talking about skyrocketing, we're skyrocketing back to $1 trillion in market cap, okay? Not many people are expecting this. But like I said, the market catches people by surprise. Right now, not that many people are invested in the market. Maybe some of you are because you're smarter and you're watching these live streams, you're staying informed. But most retail investors, they're maybe not even invested right now. They're maybe not even thinking about crypto. They won't think about crypto until Bitcoin is back at 100K. Or I should say, touches 100K for the first time. Okay? You don't want to be in that position. At least I don't want to be in that position, right? So like I said, none of this is ever financial advice. It's just my own personal opinion. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing on the charts based on my experience. If we go over to good old Ethereum here and see what's happening, pulling up the chart, well, Ethereum in this very tight range, right? It's stressful to see it at these levels, but guess what? As we speak here, I'll pull up the daily time frame. Over the last few days, we're actually managing to start this little uptrend here. We're moving further and further away from that $1,250 area that's risky. So yes, maybe in the next few days, we might actually manage to get that move above $1,400 again. And I'm keeping an eye on these futures. Something tells me we're going to see this turn around. Okay, maybe it'll turn around in the futures market, maybe later in the day, maybe later this week. Okay, but something tells me we're going to get another pump in stocks, because I can't see crypto ripping and stocks absolutely crumbling like this. Okay, I think this is a fake out. I think this is a fear mechanism. And don't forget, smart people, you heard it here from the CEO of BitMEX, smart people, institutions, banks, right? They're buying this up, folks. You see it right here. Okay, Swift, they're partnering with Chainlink. Why would they be partnering with a crypto project if there was no hope for crypto, right? These are the questions you need to be asking yourselves if you want to be steps ahead of the game. Now, if you appreciate this information, please make sure to smash that like button, okay? Support the live stream. I'm doing it at this convenient time for everybody outside the US. I don't usually do this, so hopefully you appreciate that. Once again, I'll give you one last chance to ask for any cryptos you want me to do an analysis on tonight. And with that being said, don't forget, follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok if you like shorter update videos. And also, if you want to learn technical analysis, how I draw all the stuff on the charts, how to make sense of it, understand what it is, the power that it has, I mean, this whole course for you, okay? And keep in mind this bit right here, 30-day money back guarantee. You can literally try it and get a refund if you're not happy. So literally, that's not been the case for pretty much 99% of students, because you can see here the great reviews with over 240 students. It speaks for itself. But that'll be there waiting for you, link in the description below. And in the meantime, we're looking if anybody wants to give us any other coins to do an analysis on. I'll wait another little 30 seconds here. But with that being said, let me take a little water break. And of course, thank you so much for the support, everyone. I love doing these live streams for all of you. So I think we're going to call it a live stream, folks. Haven't seen any comments on other coins you want me to do an analysis on, but I appreciate the support in today's live stream. Just to give a quick recap, crypto's surprisingly kind of still pumping, one might say. Pretty good price action even in the last hour now. And stocks, like I predicted at the beginning of this video, actually starting to, slowly move less in the red. And I think that's going to continue. With that being said, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications to never miss anything in these live streams. And of course, I'll be here throughout the ups and downs to update you all on the cryptocurrency market. So don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button. We have Drippa saying, yo, what's up? Welcome to the live stream, Drippa. Unfortunately, I am ending the live stream here because we talked about everything that we had to for tonight, but we covered a bunch of super interesting articles. However, if you want to rewatch the live stream, it's always re-uploaded for your benefit. So at the end of this live stream, all you have to do, go on my YouTube channel, and you'll see the live stream there. You can click on the live uploads button, and you can rewatch it from the very beginning if you missed anything whatsoever. That's why I make sure to re-upload the live streams instantly, okay? So the second the stream is done, you can go check that out. But I appreciate your comment. I appreciate the support. And with that being said, folks, I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone.